Welcome to the FX Options Weekly Outlook, a weekly podcast series hosted by Jason Ayres, a top instructor, trader, and founder of OptionSource.net. Join Jason as he discusses the latest trends in the Forex market with a look ahead on the US dollar versus the major currencies using the most commonly used technical indicators.
Well, hi there and welcome to the ISC FX Options Weekly Outlook for November 29th, 2010. As always, this is Jason Ayres of OptionSource.net. Let's start off with a look at a weekly chart of the US dollar index. This is a great way to gain perspective as to how the US dollar has been trading against a basket of currencies. Well, the dollar index rallied into our 80-81 focal zone last week, completing our anticipated move. At this point, we are open to the possibility of a retracement that could come back down to test support at 79. Our next upside target is into this 82-83 focal zone. On a shorter time frame, we may see a pullback to 79. However, an extended move higher is likely to trade into that 81-82 box. Let's take a look at the CDD, the U.S. versus the Canadian dollar. Well, the U.S. dollar continues to consolidate against the Canadian dollar within our 101.5 to 102 focal zone. This level does remain a key support. Now, a break above 102.5 is likely to yield a move towards this 103.5, 104 focal zone. Next up, the YUK, the US dollar versus the yen. Well, the US dollar broke out of the small bull flag that was forming, trading as high as 84.25. Now, at this point, we are open to a retracement back down to test support in this 83, 83.5 focal zone. 85 remains our upside target. Well, the U.S. dollar gained considerable ground against the euro as the EUI completed an extended move higher. Now, we do suspect a pullback that could bring the EUI back down to test support at 74.5. However, our upside target still remains 77.78 over the next week or so. Let's take a look at the BPX, the U.S. versus the British pound. Well, the U.S. dollar broke a key resistance level at 63.5 as it traded higher against the pound. We may see a moderate retracement back into this 63, 63.5 zone. However, 64.5, 65.5 is our upside target. While the U.S. dollar also broke a key resistance level against the Aussie dollar as the AUX pushes higher. However, we did see some indecision on Friday. Now, at this point, we may see a pullback after such a significant move. However, if support continues to remain at this 102.5, 103 focal zone, we will be targeting a push towards 106, 107. Let's take a look at a few of our key points. First of all, the U.S. dollar index traded higher last week. We are cautious of a pullback after such a big move. However, 82 is a logical target for an upside move. The CDD continues to consolidate above 101.5. We are still anticipating a follow-through towards 103.5, 104. The YUK continued to push higher last week. We may see retracement after last Friday's move. However, consolidation above 83.5 opens the window for a push towards 85. The EUI hit 75 but showed some apprehension on Friday. We may see a pullback to support at 74. A continuation higher will have us targeting 77, 78. Now, the BPX broke higher above the 63.5 focal zone, suggesting a push towards 65. We may see a retracement back to 63. However, the trend appears to be up. The AUX broke resistance at 103. Support above 103 is likely to break higher to test 106 as an upside target. And this has been your ISE FX Options Weekly Outlook for November 29th, 2010. As always, I'm Jason Ayres of OptionSource.net. Thanks for joining me here this week. We'll see you here next week.
Thank you for participating in this week's session. Please join us again next week. For trading ideas, exchange rates, webinars, news, and commentary, visit www.fxoptions.com. Become an OptionSource.net member. Visit www.optionsource.net. ISE FX options can be easily traded through all options-enabled brokerage accounts. These exchange-listed securities are cash-settled in U.S. dollars and have a European-style exercise.